Hi ladies and gentlemen, this is the Stained Glass Window Project Part 2, Tracing on the Good Copy. You will need your tracing paper design, black construction paper, a white colored pencil, a ballpoint pen, a ruler, masking tape or paper clips, and a thin Sharpie. So what you're going to notice is first I'm going to write front on the side that had pencil and back on the opposite side so I don't get confused when I'm speaking to you. And on the back side, you're going to trace your design in super or ultra fine Sharpie. If you're at home, you could use another type of marker that's thin or a pen that's thin, but honestly, Sharpie is your best bet. And what I want you to notice is that as I am tracing, I am making sure that I have a complete shape for every single area, meaning wherever I start my pen or my Sharpie, I'm going to start and stop in the same place. So I have closed shapes, and when I have a closed shape, I'm going to put an X in that shape, meaning that whole shape or area is going to eventually be removed. So this is the best way to make sure that you have a design that formats correctly for the stained glass window. So if you take notice, there are some unusual shapes. So in plankton's body area, there's only going to be 2 or 3 huge shapes for the whole skin area, and then a shape for the mouth, a shape for the eye, a shape for the tongue inside the mouth, and then even the smaller shape that's going to be eventually part of the eye that gets glued back in. So you'll notice that in whatever the last video is. So the back is pen or Sharpie. Now I'm going to flip it back to the original side, which is the pencil side, which is the front. And on the front, on top of the pencil that I originally drew, I'm going to put white colored pencil. And I also write it on the paper so that I am not confused and so my students are not confused. Now I prefer, because I buy them for my students, the Prismacolor white color pencil, but any brand will do. It's just that the Prismacolor lays out or applies in a very thick way, and it's actually easier to transfer onto the black construction paper. So on top, you're going to see me here up close. I'm applying white colored pencil on top of the pencil that I did originally, and whenever I need to, I sharpen my pencil. So it's a thick, and it is a little bit of a messy layer of colored pencil. It goes over the line on both the right and the left a little bit, but I just want a clear, firm application so that I have a thick application of pencil, white colored pencil graph lead, so that it will transfer onto the black paper. So I'm going to take my time, and every once in a while I lift up the paper so I can make sure I can see that I've applied white colored pencil to everything. I don't want to miss any areas. So that's me just kind of checking to make sure, did I actually get enough white colored pencil? Can I see it? So again, the front has white colored pencil on top of the original pencil that I had, and the back was traced in Sharpie. Now what you're going to do is we're going to go to the final paper, and I'm going to transfer it on there. And what I'm going to do is the back side that had Sharpie is facing me, and the front that had white colored pencil applied is now on top of the black paper. So the white colored pencil side is facing down, and the pen or Sharpie side is facing up. I know it's going to be backwards or upside down, backwards or in reverse, but that is supposed to happen. Now I used masking tape, but if you don't have masking tape, you can use paper clips. And what I'm going to do is now with a regular ballpoint pen, I'm going to start to trace on top of the Sharpie side, and the white colored pencil on the back is going to push down. So ladies and gentlemen, every once in a while I lift up the tracing paper and I double check to make sure that everything that I am tracing is in fact pushing down and tracing onto the black paper. And again, as I trace, I'm making sure that I notice every shape is a completed shape, so it starts and finishes in the same place, and then I lift it up and I make sure I can actually see a shape. So I want you to do this as well every once in a while. Even though it's taped so it doesn't move around, it should only be taped in a couple of places so that you can notice and see from all angles that you've actually completed that tracing transfer. And then once you're done and you're sure that you're done, you can go ahead and gently untape the sloppy copy from the final black construction paper. And this is actually the final paper that we are going to be cutting and then gluing. Now, if there's any areas that didn't come through clearly, you can't see them really well, you can go ahead and directly with the white colored pencil or a regular pencil, again, depending on what you have at home, can go ahead and trace with white colored pencil any little missing areas. And then I put X's in all of the spots that are shapes that are going to eventually be cut. Please put your name on the back and also write the word back on the back side. So the back side is where we are eventually going to glue, and the front doesn't have anything on it. Have a good day.